Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's Remy Please of Flight Room TV. I'm with Lighthouse. I'm with Keys. And this is episode 65 of Overtime, y'all favorite show on Flight Room TV. Talk about everything we're not supposed to be talking about. Um,
Everything.
yeah. So with all like the stuff that's happening in the news lately, as far as like trials and stuff, you got the Rittenhouse trial, you got the Ahmaud Arbery trial. Um, Starting Monday, Ghislaine Maxwell, co-conspirator of Jeffrey Epstein, has been in trial since Monday, 5 days in trial, and the mainstream news hasn't been picking this up. So
Mhm.
At all.
at all,
Not even the story.
right? Not even I don't know. Has Shade Room even picked it up? I don't know. But yeah, uh, considering the
You said
players in
since Monday?
yeah, this is like the fifth day. It's Friday,
Okay.
December 3rd today. Right now, log that in. And we have not 5 days in trial in New York City, downtown Manhattan. Nobody's talking about Ghislaine Maxwell. You know,
So they probably rest to what Monday and then they get back at it Monday.
yeah, get back at it Monday. They saying this trial could take like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, anything. Um, but yeah, like we
That's
can like
crazy.
peel this onion, layer by layer. But like for one, I stated the obvious. Why do you think this is not getting no media attention in the media center of the world?
Mega. Um we know. Come
I
on, we
mean, it's a
know.
lot of big names that's obviously involved in this, and it's probably people in Hollywood and government behind the scenes. So they definitely don't want these names getting out there because that could just make the whole structure fall. So I don't think that's some shit that
I
like
would
it
like
doesn't go along
coverage.
with the narrative. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that exactly. But I would like coverage though, because like you know what I'm saying, like to like all right. So what's happening now? What are you guys talking about at this point in time? What happened today? You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like coverage, like keep me up because if not, we can only speculate at this point in time. But like if there was news coverage like it is on everything else, it'd be like okay, well this person testified today, or you know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing. There's nothing.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's read the counts. The counts are one count of enticement of a minor to travel to engage in illegal sex acts.
Hmm.
Um, One count of transportation of a minor with intent to engage in illegal sex acts. So it's trafficking. One count of sex trafficking of a minor, and three counts of conspiracy, which are related to other counts. That would probably be the most easiest to like prove if
Which
you
one?
can
The
prove.
last one?
Yeah, three counts of conspiracy because conspiracy is like what I mean, just damn near hearsay. So I don't know. It's just all depending on how the prosecution lays it out. And like the thing is, like this is not on TV like Rittenhouse, like a the whole Ahmaud Arbery Jones that we seen recently. I'm not trying to tie all these in. I'm just saying how like these
Yeah, it's a lot of
instances,
coverage of them.
yeah, got coverage. They was everywhere, everywhere. You seen the little boy crying and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, stranger shit. All you see is like paintings, and then you can't really find the audio. Usually, you can call in and hear like the court audio. Speaking of that, I miss Court TV or True TV. That used to be on that one channel. You could see like all like the court cases and stuff
Cases,
like that.
yeah, I
Mm.
remember
Yeah,
that
you
shit.
remember that shit? That shit was
Yeah.
like that. But they said like this instant was like too sensational. That's why they didn't want to play it.
You
Nah,
talking about who was saying it was too sensational?
I think the judge.
Oh, so that's why they didn't want to put
Hmm.
the news out. That's you talking.
Hmm.
That's the reason why media outlets ain't putting it out.
that
Hmm.
don't even sound right.
But even to say it's too sensational, that's like saying that it's some big shit going on. Like what the
Right.
fuck?
Right.
It's like too much for the public
Mhm.
to know. Like basically saying the people can't handle what's really going on what's in this case. You know what I'm saying? But That's obvious that something's going. Like obviously somebody ain't doing what the fuck they supposed to. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. But like my biggest reason though is I think that there's people with big names behind the scenes, probably famous people, like and all kinds of shit that's involved in this situation, and that's probably why he's saying it's sensational too. You know.
Mm. Right. You can't find one picture. Everything's like drawings. You know what I'm saying? Not one picture. It's kind of strange. Is
Or
this even
do
happening?
you even think that's what I was about to say? You think it's even happening? They could just be putting out some drawings.
Right.
Is she over there like chilling somewhere, like motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, overseas somewhere, just sipping fucking lemonade or some shit?
I mean, we never seen like a mugshot for real.
Have we? I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. And even like the
Yeah.
ones that they showed, it like looks like they like kind of like photoshopped her face with like you know the neck of a jumpsuit.
So you don't think that's her?
I don't know, bro. I mean, it'd be a whole lot easier if they just showed her,
Right.
in trial.
Please. Just something, please.
It'd be a whole lot easier.
Have her step out the courtroom, step back in. I don't know. Just
Something you
it's
don't see him going in and out. You know what I'm saying?
I think the fact that there is
Like
no
you,
coverage, not even like an update. Like it can be let's say if it was let's say if it was like they were trying to be like I was it's a little bit too much for the public. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Well, you can in layman's terms give us an update as to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because guess what? You do it every day in the news, every single day. So I don't know that and then if the once the trial is over, I mean, we really ain't gonna know shit then because they ain't gonna tell us what the fuck happened with the overall,
Yeah,
end game. Here.
yeah, and even like you were saying earlier with like the Rittenhouse shit and all that, it's like that goes along with like social, agenda, not social agenda, social engineering. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
like, oh, we can, create this situation, sensationalize it, and then based off the way it plays out, now that's the way the people in society gonna move now. But it's like now with this situation, it may not, it's not even a part of it. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like this is not for public consumption because this does not benefit, the overall, scheme, I guess you would say.
But anybody out there that do want to like see like cliff notes of the trial, all the proceedings and stuff, there's a Twitter account on Twitter. It's called like Inner City Press. He does updates. It's in text form. You can't hear audio of the shit, but Inner City Press. I know today they had there was a witness was his name's like Juan. He's pretty much like the house uh I don't know, manager or the handyman of the house or kind of like the I don't know because like they got like these big mansions and this guy's like I don't know the kind of like the groundskeeper. He just wears so many hats, but he was on the stand today, and he was saying like how he used to clean up like Epstein's massage room because that's how he used to like procure these little girls,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to like find like dildos and stuff like that in the massage room and stuff like that, and they was
That's
trying
wild.
to right, and they're trying to kind of like dismiss him too because supposedly he stole like $6,300 from him, Epstein, to like a billionaire. I don't know. I
That's what I
guess.
was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Like, hey, what?
Yeah, but yeah, he was like the focus of like today and yesterday. One, I forgot his last name, but this is like the house that's in like West Palm Beach.
A groundskeeper.
Mm. I don't think groundskeeper. He like worked inside the house, but
Oh,
he
okay.
he wore like many hats, like
I got you. Got you.
make sure the house is clean, make
He
sure
was that guy.
Like the
stocked up.
butler.
Yeah, like Jeffrey. He was a Spanish Jeffrey.
Jeffrey ain't snitching though.
Right. But the thing is, like, if he is snitching, like, shouldn't you? Because a lot of the victims were, they reached settlements with them. So if he's snitching, he didn't get a settlement, or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
if you do a
like
settlement,
why? Like how is he of all people
Right.
wanted to talk. Like, nah, he's supposed to have been paid.
Right.
Like,
And also he kind of has some involvement with it too. Cause if you're not saying nothing, then you know what I mean? If you seen all this wild shit in this house and you working in this house, you're not saying nothing, you kind of guilty by association when it comes to little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me?
Yeah.
if that's the case, then
Or
RG3
maybe
is
that's
guilty
the
about
reason why.
association too.
Yeah. Or maybe that's the reason why the feds are pressing them out to even get on the stand. Cause like if you don't show up and say shit, nigga, like we gonna come down on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of different ways you can look at this shit. But yeah, I don't know, bro.
We'll see by the end of next. We'll see what happens on Monday.
Yeah,
Let's see.
But it still can go. I think like the first day they was interviewing the pilot, and he was naming names of who was on the plane. It was like Clinton and Spacey, all the people you already knew.
Mm-hmm.
Trump.
That's what I'm saying. All these names.
Mm-hmm.
We can't just be letting information about, maybe personal information about these people that might get out in the news. You can't have that shit. Because you can imagine, like, if a fall like that happened and people will, like, lose complete trust, you know what I'm saying? If information got out about certain important people. So,
Right. So maybe whoever they have on the stand is they not, saying they are an actual wild card. They don't know what they may or may not say. So they can't have them, what I'm saying? You're like, oh, nah, cut the wire, cut the live feed. Can't, this nigga's up there saying some wild shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
But how many people was he actually, like, associated with? Like Epstein, like who was he just like who's a person, like a famous person that you can know, okay, that was like his right hand, or he used to be with him all the time, or they used to be, you know what I mean? Like taking pictures together and shit like that all the time.
Taking pictures with everybody from Clinton.
Oh yeah, you're right.
To Bill Gates to.
Because it's like, is there guilt? Is there guilty by association? Type
I think
situation
so.
going on right here. You know what I mean?
I think so. I think to a certain point you got to know like what he's doing, or if he's bringing you to certain places. Like he has a whole island, my guy, and there's little girls on the plane giving, like why are little girls on this island? You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
But where are their parents though? They kidnap them?
True.
Are these girls like kidnapped?
Nah, he was like he's acting like kind of like a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Or he was taking advantage of, for real, like how he got caught up in I think like Florida the first time when he actually went to jail. He was like taking advantage of like just local low income type situations like that. And soon as if you seen like that Netflix documentary, he like donated a whole lot of money to like the local police department, so he kind of had them in his pocket, and then was start procuring these little girls, and then had the little girls looking out for more little girls. They had Maxwell kind of like coaching them, grooming them, saying, you know what I'm saying, this is how you act around these elite type of men, you do this or that. So, and the thing is with this trial shit, they kind of like, I'm listening to the like people read the transcripts and stuff. They saying they trying to, the defense is trying to separate her from Maxwell. I mean, her from Epstein.
Yeah, Epstein.
Yeah. Saying like he's the ringleader and she was just, she had no idea. But all the victims are saying like, nah, like she was
right,
like
hands on in that shit. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: so why does it seem like all of these things? It seems like sex trafficking is the thing. It's the driving force of a lot of this shit. It's like, so why is it sex? Why it's not like it's something else that's bad. It's like this seems to be the common theme of a lot of the elites or the, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is that in particular so like revered?
I know that's a
What is
good
it?
point. Like,
Like, why is what is it?
what's the thirst for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you need that? You know what I mean? I know what you're saying, but I guess it's a means of making money. If there's a need, then somebody's going to fulfill it. I guess, right?
It's like
I
I
guess
don't
it's
know.
just a. I really don't know, but why? I know what you're saying. Though, it's like, why is it such a like thing?
Right. It's like like why is that like the like if you hear something about a politician, oh, put it like this: if you were to add tomorrow, if you were to hear something about like an elite person or something, you'd be like he's involved in, and then they say fill in the blank, you would be like sex trafficking. And
Mhm.
it was to be like that's what it is, and it's just the wildest thing. Like, why is that? Like, what is the? But like you said, I guess that's the money maker, or that's the
I mean, that was his skill. That was his skill. That was her skill. They major in blackmailing, and the easiest way to blackmail somebody or some sexual acts. That's like how these secret societies and shit
Mm-hmm.
kind of like rope people in, or even when you being initiated, you doing some like weird gay type, like even with the whole fraternity shit, like them niggas was doing weird
yeah.
shit,
I
getting
guess that
getting
is the
getting
way to
paddled. You know what I'm saying? You don't get somebody to talk because they know
fuck
all
their
your
mind up
secrets.
from
Yeah,
jump. You by
That's some
fucking
real shit.
you know their
raping
secrets.
them. You know what I'm saying? Like you fuck somebody's mind up when you do that. It's just sex trafficking.
I mean,
That's got to
oh,
be like one of the worst. That's like a form of torture,
It
yo.
is. That's
yeah,
fucked up.
yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
That part is fucked up, but the way they are using that shit is a tool to rope other powerful people in. See what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, he's using, like, he has a nasty, like, affliction. Like, he has this sickness, the whole sex trafficking shit. Yes, but he's using the sex trafficking to rope other powerful people in his. He keep
That
you
are
in your
also
back.
that
Yes,
succumb to sex trafficking.
he keeps them in his back pocket by welcoming them in the circles with the
Yeah.
sex trafficking shit. It's a tool. It's a powerful fucking tool for him.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a major form of
That's
manipulation.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
You entice them with this super foul shit, and then you use that super foul shit against them to make them go along with certain agendas
Shit
that
that
you
you
need to
want them to
push.
do.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy. It's like, yo, I know that they're like, yo, I want you, damn, that's ooh.
It's like it basically they make you go against your morals and then like hold it against. It's like, oh, I'll go public. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Mhm.
oh, I can ruin you.
Remember that time? Yep.
I've got pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Remember that time you couldn't resist that little girl? Like,
Right.
yo, what the fuck?
Have y'all seen The Gentleman? Well,
I have not.
that guy Richie John. Of course, seen that jump. It was a scene in that movie where it was like this leader of this like a newspaper or a media company in like England.
yeah,
He was trying to blackmail kind of like this this weed empire like guru guy, like this leader of this Matthew McConaughey. But Matthew McConaughey had this dude working up under him, and he took the media guy and drugged him and made him fool with a pig on camera, and then
wow,
used that footage towards him to make him stop trying to pursue Matthew McConaughey's character.
that's wild.
Right.
That's sick. That is
So
sick.
imagine, like, because they said like in the Netflix documentary that there was a big hard drive in this Florida home where he could possibly have pictures, videos, and all that shit. So imagine if he had endless amount of pictures, videos of him. I mean, of not even only him, just like politicians, celebrities, influential people, on this hard drive with doing some crazy wild shit.
Yep,
You got them in their pocket.
Just
of
like
course.
in Squid Game when all the bigs had came there and they had the
Exactly.
mask on. It was
That's exactly
one
what
of
that shit.
the lady didn't like it was like a group of them. They didn't like one of the other bigs.
Mm-hmm.
So you see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
in amongst the while they're there committing this sick acts, amongst them watching people actually kill themselves or being killed, they got beef within you. Like, oh, here comes such and such.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like what the fuck? That's wild.
And they all clicked up.
Yep, that's crazy.
Yeah. But there's so many parts of this story, bro.
Yeah,
Like
and
even
you
the
gonna have to
judge.
stay on top of that shit because I think you already have the avenues that shit. How to follow that shit a little bit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I mean
saying? Because I'm intrigued by like you know what I'm saying. Even though we not gonna get the full scoops, you know what I'm
nah,
saying. A
we not.
spoonful is enough at this
Yeah,
point in time.
it's crazy because like it you know, like that saying, like we always say, like it feels like all conspiracies are linked together. I feel like this one, literally, all these conspiracies are linked together in this story. Like if you
Wow.
take like all the pieces and throw them on the fucking table and try to
Hmm.
puzzle it together, all
Right.
these joints are linked
All right. Let
together.
me start with the corners.
Yeah, it's all the shit's linked together. Like even like I got this graphic here. The judge, like first of all, this bitch look like Dan Snyder,
Yeah.
so it could be a trans. It could definitely be a trans.
Oh shit!
And
What?
she or
Why
he,
does what? Why does he look warped like that?
right? Uh,
That looks
uh,
fake,
Barack
yo.
Obama appointed her, or him, or they, and she's a part of the secret society called Quill and Dagger, which is basically the female Skull and Bones.
Mm. Wow, I didn't even know they had those.
Right. Also, that's some more shit.
It's always like people in like the judicial system. It's
Of course, how you think they get there?
like
Yeah,
God damn. Like, all right, we corrupt, but I didn't know we was like
they be having a lot of power.
all the way through. Like, we reeking of that shit.
How do you think they get there? I'm just gonna start going through shit. And people say Trump ain't got nothing to do with the shit, man. This nigga is just as fucking
Leaving out,
yeah.
leaving behind, just residue and bones. Damn.
Oh yeah, he
Mhm.
definitely
Look at
is.
this shit.
Right.
Come on, cuz.
And they was talking about evil democratic pedophile. Nah, they on both sides, my guy.
Hmm.
And we got like all them arrest records too. That video.
Is that who is that in that third picture, top right? The other guy. Who is that?
What do you mean? That's Trump, Melania, Epstein, and Maxwell.
That's Melania?
Yeah. Go and say it. Get nasty, somebody.
Carry on, carry on, carry on.
But who was that? Was that that model? Go
Yeah,
back real
Naomi
quick.
Campbell.
Yeah, that was her, right?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
You ever see the top of Naomi Campbell's mansion?
Mm-mm.
Nigga. I'm gonna pull this shit up right now. But look at that. How I said earlier, how the judge said,
It says case details too sensational and impure for public. Judge says.
come on now.
Let us be the judge of that, though.
Right, but as much shit we watch on TV,
Right?
like
Like, come
super
on, man.
wild,
What you
murder, rape,
mean?
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, stop it.
What was so
Little kids
what
getting
was
shot.
so sensational about this, but not about the George Floyd or you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
what like tell me. So you mean to tell me that all rape cases should aren't covered? Shouldn't be covered if that's the case, or sex trafficking. But why is this specific? Come on, dog.
Mm-hmm. They be bullshitting.
These people don't be looking human though. Sometimes
Nah, I told you she like Dan Snyder.
they be looking like they're like. Remember the movie?
That's her mansion. Naomi Campbell.
Where you still got the what you call it?
Oh shit. My bad, dog.
No, you good. That movie Arrival. Remember that shit with remember the aliens, they would like being they would like snap their legs back.
Oh yeah.
Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's the top of her house?
Yeah, that's the side view, and that's the top of her house.
Okay.
I think like the designer is like in some like super dark shit too. She's like married to the. Well, I don't know. She has like some type of relationship with the designer. Yeah.
Listen.
Don't give none of these motherfuckers no last name.
So do you
It's
think
just funny how like go ahead.
now I was gonna say, do you think that um obviously the shit there is it's like some dark shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So um do you think that it's more of like a how can I say, like, do you think they were more like attracted to this shit, to the let me ask you this. Do you think they were more attracted to the darkness or
Who's we?
connected to it?
Who's we? Because I asked. I think I asked this question before. Who's we?
Just in general, in any person I'm saying like because it seems like there's this
Like you can't help yourself sometimes.
yeah, like the dark side is like it's a part of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like, is it more of like like a like, are you attracted to it or like are you connected to it? Because it's a difference. Like attraction is more of like a physical.
Curiosity.
You know what I'm saying? Like attraction, like if I'm attracted to somebody or something, that's like more of like a physical thing. Where if I'm connected to you or to someone, that's more of like a spiritual thing. So like, do you think like where is this connection or like this want to like just be in this dark ass path? Like why is that like such a, like an overwhelming thing? And it's just like why is it so much easier to like
To
do?
fall down that
Yeah,
path. I don't know. I think there's I don't know. I think there's definitely something to it that makes it a little easier to fall down the path.
yeah, you think so? Because it seems like cats like this that's on trial and at the Epstein's of the world, it's like yo, like most people when they're doing wrong, it's like their bodies kind of go against it, and it's like you know what I'm saying, like you
No, no,
start
yeah.
getting, huh?
There's like, oh yeah, no, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
it's like
yeah.
your body will like start stressing out, and you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, you start being sick and shit like that. But then it's just some cats that go left and they put that shit on cruise control.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying, and they just ride with that shit. It's like let's see just how deep the rabbit hole
Mm-hmm.
goes. Like, god damn.
I mean, it makes way for something to get this big.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, damn, like, oh, okay. Look, we was dark a couple years ago, but now we dark. We want to be like, we want to exceed our sex trafficking numbers or our sex trafficking
You
methods.
think that's inherent evil? Because if you knew better, you do better, right?
Is it inherited evil?
If you
Um,
if you know if your mom's grandma taught you better, you're not. I mean, you probably like you know look at it, but you're not going to participate.
inherited.
But a motherfucker that, come from evil has no problem. It's just, a rite of passage. That's how this shit gets this
Well,
bad.
if that's the case, then it's slavery. It's a form of slavery, right? I mean, I don't have a choice.
Mm,
I'm telling you, like
I think
if
you always have a choice. You always have a choice, and that's what this life experience is supposed to be. The the right of free
those
will and
girls
stuff
in
like
being
that.
sex trafficked do not have a choice.
Uh, I think
If they're born,
sometimes. I mean, yeah. I mean, because I was thinking about this shit today too, man. Because like, as big as this case, is, or the blame that they're putting on um Maxwell and Epstein and stuff like this, people had to participate. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it didn't seem, the people uh that are accusers, it didn't seem like they were like they definitely been manipulated, what I'm saying. But like if they had, if you were like street smart, or if your parents like put you in a better state, or you know what I'm saying, if you wasn't rebellious and shit like that, you probably would have missed, certain pitfalls and shit like that. I'm not trying,
I know what you're saying, but I do think that as soon a lot of when it comes to sex trafficking, the first thing that they do to them girls is they dope them up, and then right away their cognitive skills and the thinking and shit just
yeah.
is no longer there.
But some of the doping up was putting cash on the table and saying, "All right, what you want to do?" And
Now that's the gateway.
right, and if you coming from certain backgrounds, you're gonna look at that cash, you're like, I'm gonna bend my rules a little bit. You know what I'm
Squid
saying?
Games.
Yeah,
Squid
exactly,
Games. You had a choice. You didn't have to play the game.
exactly,
You didn't have to.
exactly.
You had a choice, but now you went in there and now nigga, oh, by the way, your life is on the line.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. So money is the root of all evil, right? That's what they say.
right.
And to me, it seems like sex trafficking is about money and then also uh rituals.
Yeah,
You know, it's a I I just don't understand.
because it ain't right. You understand? Because it ain't right.
But
I've been
but
trying to make sense of this shit. It ain't right.
but that's what I'm saying. So which goes back to my question: is it more? Uh, isn't it an attraction or is it a connection? Because to me, rituals says that you're dealing with spirit. When you're doing a ritual, that's normally something having to do with the
If you're doing
awakening.
that, you expecting an outcome though.
Right. So what is that outcome? Like what okay, what's the ritual for? We say, okay, oh, these rituals, okay. But there we do have to understand, okay, there's an end game to the ritual. What was that ritual for? What did they awaken? What were they trying to summon, or what were they
I
doing that
think, yeah,
for? You know what I'm saying?
I think at that level they know exactly what they doing. So
Which is scary.
yeah,
Good God.
you know exactly what you're doing.
Mm-mm. I don't even want to look at a goddamn Ouija board and these niggas talking about
Mm,
full-fledged sacrifices and shit
yep.
on a grand scale. Nah, bro. I can't. I can't. I'm damn near gang member.
So Epstein's pilot that testified earlier this week, I forgot his name, last name Lawrence, you know, he pointed out, and that's the thing with the whole like groundsman of, I forgot his name is Juan something, a silly or air silly or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of have some type of guilt if you like you're in the building, you see these girls, you see questionable situations, but you're not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? You kind of you got one foot in, one foot out. So you testifying is like saying what? I don't know. But anyway, this is his pilot, and he kind of dismissing Epstein at one point, but he's also roping in a lot of these, Clinton, Trump, Gates, Kevin Spacey. But he peep man shoes. He peep his shoes.
Hey, and them joints fresh as shit though.
All right.
And them joints look like something that like Satan would wear in like a Hollywood movie or something. To show, yeah. See,
yeah. Obviously, they got they still gang, because he got the same design as Epstein, the custom shit on his.
What is that? What does that say?
It looked like his initials, but it's the same design. That looked like say Jeffrey something Epstein. I don't know his middle name.
If you look upside down,
yeah, it definitely looks like some old, medieval English type shit. But then you got, his loafers. It's the same design.
That joint's fresh though. That joint's fresh as shit, dog.
I think at the same time.
Hey, that's fresh as shit.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I don't know.
I was looking. It's funny when you posted to the Flight Room IG story, the lab rat and
oh yeah,
joint. That shit was crazy. That shit was wild. I was like, damn. Almost 3 days of treading water after that. Yeah. That's wild.
Survival.
Yeah, hey, listen. We know we can push ourselves. We just need a reason. And if we feel as though like if we attach that hope to like, all right, there's light at the end of the tunnel, you'd be surprised what we can do,
Mm-hmm.
And that was a lab rat.
Basic jump.
Yeah.
Not a DC rat.
Not a DC drink. DC drink off looking for a whole week, nigga. God damn, that nigga still going. Damn. But yeah, I found that was interesting. And then when you were, I wasn't here when you guys were talking about the Gateway Project.
Yeah.
And just the whole like, I mean, how you give people psychedelics without them knowing?
I mean, there's a bunch of programs like that, like the whole what was that, John? Operation Climax, where where the CIA was pretty much doping up people using LSD, and they was they had like a two-way mirror to these motels, and they was
at the brothels and shit.
Yeah, fucking with prostitutes and using LSD, and they was like collecting information.
And the whole time, like they wasn't even trying to get they didn't care about the people that they were giving LSD to. They were trying to see how the women interacted with the men who were on LSD to see if they were easily more manipulative.
Yeah. All about mind control.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But you know who came out with some of them projects accidentally? Charles Manson.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
A lot of stuff be accidentally, even with the rat shit. They accidentally figured that shit out. A lot should be accidentally. A lot of scientific experiments is accidental stuff. Like you start with a basis and then
the control.
You change up shit and like, boom, okay, what if I do this?
That's how they be stumbling across these viruses and shit. Like, oh shit, I just made a super super host or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Or even the reaction to these viruses.
Right.
Experimental. You see all this shit with Australia, how they got these quarantine camps. Bro, this shit is crazy.
Quarantine camps.
I don't understand why it's such a a disconnect between like country to country and like quarantine rules.
Listen, I don't be understanding the world, yo. It's like, nigga, do you realize that exposing the illegal things that your government does is illegal? Like, how does that sound? It's illegal to say that we're doing illegal things. That's wild to me.
How about Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer is the same lawyer of Jeffrey Epstein's uh, bunkie roommate,
Wow. Really?
the jacked up super cop, uh, dirty cop that people think choked him out because it looks like no, because his estate actually hired a separate coroner
Mm-hmm.
after the fact to say he wasn't hung, he was strangled. And if have you seen his roommate? And he's like a super jacked up Vin Diesel looking
Mm-hmm.
steroid motherfucker. His lawyer is the same lawyer as Maxwell's lawyer. Come on, man.
What are we talking about?
But why don't we use like this energy to like, read between the lines of this shit, but we can like, say all this stuff about, all the social engineering shit that we see on the day to day.
I know, right? It's like,
Mhm.
why is it so hard to
Right, connect the dots.
Yeah.
It's really not though. It's really not.
It is when you're talking about getting people to see it on a larger scale, though, because some people don't want to see
Right.
that shit. It's like, oh, no, 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 I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Even
But,
though they know that shit is.
but what would be a reason why this is not important though?
I wouldn't.
This
I can't
this is this
answer.
is a this is a woman that's connected to um Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? All these, big players that you see on a day to day to day. Um, the royal family, um, probably countless other, you know, or, or why is they being? How did they get caught if they this big though? So I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah, it's I don't know, It's it. I don't know because it's like, all right, is it too much? And and here's another thing too. When and this can't be overlooked. There's a weird sense that they. It's almost like it's part of the culture and it's part of the. It's like it's kind of like they're telling us without telling us, but they're telling us.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like it's kind of like they have to kind of tell you. You know how like even like you know how like
Oh yeah,
demonic
that's the
spirits.
whole karmic shit.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like demonic spirits, and
you
like if
gotta let
you're
them in.
you have to. They have to. If you
Ask for your
ask who they,
permission. Yeah.
yeah, like it's kind of like that. It's weird because it's like you can't say that they haven't they kind of spoon feed it to you. So at the end of the day, they can't be like, well,
We told
we
you
tried
niggas.
to exactly. You know what I'm saying? Even like in Hollywood through movies and
Uh-huh.
all sorts of subliminal shit. It's like, yo, only the you know what I'm saying? Only people with that mindset will be able to see and like you just asked, how do you not be able to read between the lines? It's like it's not that they don't want this information out there. It's just that they release exactly the exact amount of information that they want released.
Hmm.
The
And
exact amount. Nothing more, nothing less.
and then still release like a little bit of smoke screens and shit to kind of cover their trails, but not really cover their trails. They just hide it under different
It's
guise.
crazy.
Yeah.
But that is the that those are characteristics of a demonic being.
Sorcery.
You know what I'm saying? That's the darkness right there.
Yeah.
That
Sorcery.
is darkness. And it's like, oh man, that is just, it's sinister.
I mean, they playing even though they're playing a game in between each other, and they're using people as part of their game. Uh, this is still a game.
Yeah, they're
And
demons that don't like other demons.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
They're
Yeah.
just, entities that don't bang with other entities.
Hmm.
It's a thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They
So
don't
it's
have
just like,
to, and that's why I be thinking it's like one big, and maybe that's the reason why he got his ass suicided, because he felt like he did X amount of dirt and he should be awarded or
hey,
excluded from what do you say, repercussions and shit like that.
mm-hmm.
So
That shit crazy,
he
yo.
said
Even
he had
like,
like a what do you call it? Just like McAfee, he had like a kill switch, or they said a black book. Maybe that was on a hard drive. So like people was moving in, and he had like a way out, and they X'd him out. Look at this. There's several ways.
it's crazy, yo.
I got a lot of information for real. It's just I haven't like dissected it all. Like
Mm-hmm.
his shit goes way back. They can he's connected to like the Iron Contras, the whole George Bush, Barry Seals moving cocaine out of Mena, Arkansas, with Bill Clinton, like washing all that money. Um, People say he's a CIA agent. People say he's a Mossad agent, so he could be a double agent. Um, Whitney Webb, she's like a journalist.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot of good information. Like look up Whitney Webb and Epstein. Like
Web, WEBB, or just
yeah,
WEB?
WEBB.
Mm-hmm.
DuckDuckGo that jump. Not Google. DuckDuckGo.
All right.
Whitney Webb Epstein. Like she goes in. Shout out to her. She goes in. It's a lot of connections. From him to Clinton to George Bush Sr. to everything. Like it's all one big crime family. Extorting people. But that's they used, you know, the little girls and people's fucking sickness as a tool to corrupt them, make them do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Make them pass whatever, I don't know, certain bills, or it's disgusting.
I wondered. So, I don't know, man. It's just like, damn, like there's like we're I feel like we're at a point of no return. It's like
You feel that way?
yeah, I feel like
I
I
don't
mean,
feel
they're
that.
not like a return.
Sometimes
Like,
I do, but the fact that the information is available, I don't feel that way.
well, I will say that uh there is I don't know, man. It's too, it can't be, you know how shit just can't be too left for too long, and it can't be too right for too long.
Right.
That pendulum eventually swings back in the other
Right.
direction. um I think we are at it at that point in time where that pendulum is like it's lost its momentum, but we are in the darkest part of it though. But eventually it starts to swing back, and that's the information age. That's people having
I think we passed
conversations.
the information age, but like
You know what I'm saying? Like they're
we in
starting
like
to swing backwards, and it's like now we're seeing, oh shit,
I think we're in like
starting to see things for what it
discernment
actually,
age.
discernment age.
Yeah, the information age is so convoluted right now. Um, yeah, we uh, even now, like for me, like I be like feeling like some conspiracies is a psyop in itself. So
Yeah, and
it's
that's
like
what you
too
gotta
much
be
information.
right.
So I think we're in a discernment age right now.
Yeah, you gotta understand. Like
You
you
got to
gotta,
see
yeah,
what's
you gotta
yeah.
research now. You gotta be smart about.
Research and also like Phil, you gotta have like some sort of faith to keep you grounded to actually know that you know on the right path. And if you're not even on the right path, you just gotta know you're gonna see your way out the shit. So
Right.
or even
Yeah.
like you, even if you feel sometimes like if you like reading too much on shit and it's like it's that negativity kind of like weighs on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I feel you. I feel you, man.
just
Like
having
you
that
gotta
that
watch what you like. Even sometimes, like even like the music. Sometimes, like sometimes you just back away. You're like, I'm gonna just hit the instrumentals up because this shit,
yeah.
son, just too much right now. Or even like what you watch on TV.
Right.
Um,
I be feeling like that all, especially when I smoke. Like I be feeling like so compassionate now when I smoke. I be like, why am I always watching like, murder and,
yeah.
drug dealing,
Mm.
killing and, you know what I'm saying,
Like I can't even be in
kidnapping
this.
and shit.
I
Like
can't be
what
in the same room with my wife when she watching like the first 48.
right,
That shit's dark to me. Like I
right.
just be like, that's just so like
Like
eesh.
where's all the energy? Like who's siphoning all that energy that like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that shit,
Yeah, it's just
it don't feel right sometimes. Like, and I be like thinking like, why don't people just make like positive movies from start to finish? You know what I'm saying? When the last time you seen a positive movie start to finish
there's
that make you feel
always
good?
a part that just
Right.
a negative part of it to make the outcome seem better with the positive. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I mean, but then again, I mean, like I said, man, it's spiritual warfare is a thing, and I mean, even going back to like Greek mythology, not all the gods bang with each other.
Oh yeah, they was beefing heavy.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right. So there's definitely different entities, there's different energies, or however you want to classify it. So now you gotta be like, okay, you gotta understand. You can't just go wandering into energies. You know what I'm saying? Know what you're getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Know what you like, know what you don't like, know what you're willing to accept.
Yeah. The age of
Because
discernment, I think.
yeah, like you said, I mean, but like you said, if you feel as though like even if it's the path that you're walking, you feel like maybe I should have made a left back there. That's okay. You learn. You
Hmm.
realize that that's a part of you, and you move forward from it. But the fact that you know that you have a path is everything. Some
Mm.
people don't even realize that they have a path. They're
Right.
just
They're just
lost.
in it.
They're just lost. They're just here,
Hmm.
not living at all. And it's sad.
Yeah.
It truly is.
It's sad if you don't come out, on top, but maybe that's the lesson in itself.
True.
So
True. Do you believe in reincarnation or some form of it?
yeah, I think so.
I think the fact that we have kids is a form of reincarnation. I just think that it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a
How you have I mean it's a lot of terms like on them epigenetic memories and shit like that.
yeah.
And then shout out to Joe he be on this show, Joey Guns.
Uh-huh.
He sent me a link. Uh we was chopping it up in the messages talking about past life regression therapy. You ever heard about that?
Yeah. I think what did he send that to the flight room joint?
He might have, I don't know, but he sent it to my junk. But past life regression therapy is kind of we put like in a hypnosis state. You kind of tap into like that's the whole thing that kind of like not wear me out, but just make me hesitant because if you put me in a hypnotic state, like you know what I'm saying, like I'm kind of like free balling out there in the limbo.
Yeah, you just you're in the nether.
Yeah, so I don't know, but it's definitely interesting.
I don't want but see, I also think to a certain extent that um I think that we are supposed to always be in control.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's something that God always wants us to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, too much of anything is a bad thing. Um, and it's like, you don't want to be so far, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to, like, you don't want to drink too much when you make dumbass decisions. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want to smoke too much when you just completely burnt the fuck out and you're not
Mm-hmm.
doing nothing. You don't want to, you
You
know what I'm
can
saying?
let go. You just can't. Like you can have one hand on the wheel.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're not, that means that okay, you now open yourself up
To anything. Yeah.
to anything.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want nigga, you nigga, listen, you ain't trying to niggas is trying to see the nether. They ain't trying to go there. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Try
Like
to drive by.
exactly. That's why I drive by and see what they hitting on. I ain't trying to go there. Like, nah.
They try to get out, leave my keys in the car.
Right. You fuck around, be standing next to 11. You be like, oh shit, nigga, we out here, dog. Like, ain't no going back, brother. Fuck around, wake up on the event horizon. Like, damn, I done fucked up.
But yeah, control. Yeah,
Gotta be able to control, man. You don't want to lose control, and that's the thing. Like, are you going? Will we be able to lose control in the metaverse though? Like, is that a form of losing?
eventually, I think if you just like now, like people put too much stock in a social media personality, like you know what I'm saying, that's separate from who they are actually in real life. So I think that should be easily like soon as they get them graphics right, I think
So
people go.
so 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 we can let me ask you this. Once that shit gets popping, and let's say is it safe to say that the machines have won? If
Mm,
there was a man versus machine war, that's checkmate to me. That's checkmate. Not in the sense that
it's checkmate
they're
because
gonna
if you don't realize you're participating, then yeah, that's
right.
checkmate.
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So okay. So this is what I was thinking about the other day. What if all of the things that we're doing now, what if like these decisions aren't being made by humans?
Yeah, like it came from
AI. It's like
artificial
like AI
intelligent.
is pushing us into like
Yeah,
to making that to making
man,
metaverse. It's like these like we're already being controlled by the AI. The AI isn't making
nigga, the whole quantum computing D wave, like you ever
yeah,
like
yeah,
look
yeah,
up this
yeah,
shit?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like where it looks up every possible scenario. I believe they are using this type stuff on a massive scale. You know what I'm saying? That I think like even like how they stay like 10 steps in front of us are that they're
Mhm.
using these, you know, this weird ass, alien. It's almost alien technology because it's not from here.
Right.
No, like it's so advanced, it's not from here. So I believe, yeah, we could possibly already lost. So
But so that's what I'm saying. So like what if like the metaverse is the AI's way of like, all right,
bridging that gap.
yeah, this is like, all right, so this is what you guys are gonna have to do in order to. It's like, what if that's their get down or lay down? You know
It
what I
ain't
mean?
get down, lay down because we have to submit to it. We can choose right now not to do it, but
But
obviously, for the most, it's new, it's brand new. People gonna want to participate because it's brand new.
right, and that's just, Facebook was just the same way when we
Yeah,
was in college.
yeah,
Now look at it,
hmm
crazy.
yeah.
Shit is crazy, dog.
But I ain't been on Facebook in like what 15 years, probably more.
It's trust me, it's Instagram on steroids.
See,
And I don't
yeah,
have a Snapchat. I can only imagine. I don't have no Snap. I don't have a what's that shit called? TikTok.
TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok. But guess what? I literally saw someone get a TikTok overnight, my nigga.
Mm-hmm. Instant.
Consumed.
Oh yeah.
Consumed. Like literally
It's instant because all like the
consumed.
algorithms is like instant gratification. I know a girl. She she's like on the board now. But yeah. I mean, Kaden got a video on there. It's like 39,000 views,
Crazy.
and he just put audio to anime. That's all he do.
It's we've already see. Here's the thing: we've done our trial run in the metaverse already. This is just now more of a formality. We've done that. That's what you think the social media was. It was gearing you up for that. Like,
Nigga,
all right,
hold on.
now take your talents to South Beach.
The news that just came out earlier this week saying they have xenobots that can self-replicate themselves. Artificial intelligence that can self-replicate themselves. What the fuck does it even mean?
Oh my god, nigga, that's Terminator, nigga. That's listen, Neo knew what it was.
Right.
What
Okay. Are those the what they call them? The machines?
the machines, yeah.
Yeah.
The agents. Like
Like the little with tentacles and shit, right?
yep. What did Mr. Anderson always tell him? Every single time he said it. Every single time he almost saw this nigga Neo. And he called that nigga by his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Anderson. Like that, just like we just talked about, you gotta call these entities by their names in order to but he said it's inevitability. He said, I am inevitability. It's inevitable.
Organic robots created in lab using frog cells, reptilians,
Mm-hmm.
or amphibians.
Reptile people.
Xenobot, a simple programmable organism that is created by assembling stem cells in a petri dish. This is what we was talking about last week. And described by a team of researchers from Tufts University, Harvard University, and University of Vermont. You know, it's like this like Ivy League shit is also funded by like Bill Gates and Epstein. Like Epstein was, heavy in all this stuff.
You seen the movie, the old school joint came out in the 90s, Skinwalkers?
Nigga, Skinwalker Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, all conspiracies are connected. You think about this like using different cells as building blocks like you would build with Lego or with Minecraft. But the thing is, like, are y'all using this for good? Like, what do y'all like? What sickness or ailments are y'all curing with this shit?
Listen, the next wave of to go along with the nano and nanotech and all of that shit.
Even that, yeah, the nanobots.
You gotta understand something. When they probably already have, but when they perfect these particle beams and being able to energy is something that they all what I'm saying, energy is power. And if you are able to learn how to harness power, like we just within the past like 50, 60 years, you know what I'm saying, atomic bomb, nuclear, but like, okay, this is how that's easy. The nuclear bombs is easy. Okay, blow some shit. Let's smash these atoms together and shit. But how do you really harness that energy into lasers? and then laser beams, then they become particle beams. Like nigga, you can start to rip time and space with them joints.
Hmm.
You start. I mean, they already trying to create black holes and shit.
Oh yeah, and the whole CERN shit. Yep.
Yeah, they already trying to do that. That you know how much amount of energy that takes, my nigga. How
Right.
anytime you see them talk about some shit like that, what them facilities look like? They be like whole football field long, and then it'd be like connected to this one laser
And they got a whole bunch of ritualistic
reactor.
art in there.
You be like, cuz, what is going on in here?
Nanobots will be flowing through your body by 2030. Have you seen some of these jumps? Like video of a nanobot?
Yeah. When I think nanobot, I swear, only thing I can think of whenever I hear nanobot is that movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and when the statue like broke down, and them joints is just like going around devouring everything.
Oh shit.
That's all I think. That's the only thing I can think
There
of.
ain't no nanobot.
I know. I don't know why my brain just goes there.
So like it's fucking what a little yeah, these jumps look wild as shit.
Aliens, dog.
But how is it possible to make something that small? What is it? Oh, a nanometer?
Nigga, nigga, listen to me. Listen to me. No, 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 no. I'm dead serious because like I'm dealing with lasers right now.
Uh-huh.
Um, there's this company that's coming out with this laser, right? They were able to
Look at that shit.
they were able to put
This is under a microscope.
nigga, listen to me. They were able to take this laser on a piece of they took a hair follicle, right? They placed it under the laser. The laser was so fucking accurate. It was able to draw a picture, right? A
Mhm.
picture on this grain of hair. It was able to draw like a picture of like a house and car and shit. It just lasered
On
it
their hair.
on your hair follicle.
A single strand of
A
hair.
single strand was able to like once they zoomed in like 1,000
Like a
times on
canvas.
and it was like a whole picture. It was a whole like I'm like,
Oh,
what
shit.
the fuck? Like this is crazy, dog. It's wild. But like but yeah, like that technology is getting
And I'm
crazy,
out here
yo.
paying fucking $3.39 for a fucking gallon of gas. Fuck
Listen,
y'all.
listen,
The fuck?
listen. We're now able to do like a surgery where like imagine if I told you, Rez, if I gave you a rock and I told you to throw it through your car. If I gave you a brick and I told you to throw it through your car window, right? And you threw it, and let's say that brick was the laser beam, right? Let's say, and you threw that brick through the window, and the brick went through and hit your car seat, but the window was still intact.
Mm.
Exactly. Exactly, my nigga. Like how are we able to complete the mission as if the mission happened but it didn't? You see what I'm saying?
You skip
Like
the steps.
yeah, exactly. So it's like hold on, hold. You mean to tell me that you guys have found a way to so sophisticated to the point you can fire a laser beam at something at I mean, we're talking about shit on a molecular level now,
Hmm.
and it doesn't disturb the window, but it disturbs the the inside of the car. That's like me blowing your car up from the inside out when I'm on the outside throwing, but it's going in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild. Technology is and Yeah, when I be going to these conferences, yo.
Yeah, I was for a little bit.
Oh my god, these conferences, dog. These you gotta go to the medical conferences.
Yeah,
Go to
I've
the,
been to a few, couple of the adjuncts.
you be
Remember?
standing there, you be like, hold up, what? Oh yeah, y'all on some different shit. Y'all trying to be different, different. God damn.
Mm.
Ooh wee.
You
What's up?
think about
What?
the whole AI shit. You seen
Yeah.
that one video with the robots, right? Where it's like had like the little facial features and shit.
Yeah. That shit look wild. That joint looked like he just was born, didn't it? Like he woke up and he was like, "Oh shit!" Like he had like a soul. It was weird.
Well, that's probably some slight shit for them. Because anything they show us is
10 years.
10 years.
What was we doing? Think about it. 10 years ago, what was we doing? 10 years at this. 10 years ago at this point.
Smoking dope.
10 years ago. God damn. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. What the fuck? Like, what if that's somebody's brain? Like that joint is like somebody's actual brain is being turned on at that point. Look at that shit. Nah, dog. Nah.
How you like, oh,
Right.
like I'm
He's
here. I'm here.
what the
Like he had like an epiphany. That smile is weird as fuck.
I feel like nigga.
Nigga,
Can
stop
you
smiling
imagine
in here.
if you had to? Can you imagine? Nah, dog. Can you imagine? Like I'd be like, yo, don't smile at me, dog.
Right.
Like, dog, turn that way. I wouldn't want like if
I'll
I
be a
worked in
mean
there.
ass. Yeah.
If I worked in there, I would have all the robots facing away
Uh
from
huh.
me. I would only work on their backs.
I don't think I could be nice. I'm like, bro, like I gotta show him who daddy is.
Fuck your ass up, fire. Unplug
Hmm.
your ass. Like I ain't charging your ass tonight.
I remember this one documentary. I keep saying this shit like way back. It was called the Transcending Man or Transcendence Man. It was
Mm-hmm.
with Ray Kurzweil, and he was talking about how eventually, yeah, this whole AI shit is gonna catch up to us eventually.
I mean, it has to.
Cause it's like no cap. You know what I'm saying? It's no uh governor like on the engine. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same way that it's no different than when I know this will be the second time referencing Greek mythology. I mean, it's no different than when the gods accidentally created the Titans.
Mm,
And then they had to be in competition with, I mean, not competition, but they had to battle them. And they said that the Titans were just as strong as the gods.
hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't supposed to be that way, but that's something that they created. You see what I'm saying? On the selfishness of them, on the lack of on you know what I'm saying, just them being the way that they were. And we talking about we're giving away our we're just giving it away just simply because oh I don't feel like physically getting up and going to the movies anymore. I don't feel like having to think for myself anymore. I don't feel like going grocery shopping no more. I don't feel like doing none of the legwork or none of the shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like now, have you noticed that now it's a thing that it's like, you you go into work? That's a thing now.
Yeah.
It's like how like why are you still going into work? Like nigga, telework is a thing. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, it's already like COVID sped up the timetable. It was almost as if like they found out like, oh shit, our plan, we're like 5 years behind, guys. We got to do something to speed this shit up. Coronavirus. All right, we good. We back on track. We back on track. Like, yo.
And every time it's like some hiccup, it's a variant.
Mm-hmm. The Omarion joint.
Marion variant.
Oh, niggas is dancing like a motherfucker. Oh shit. Hold on, I'm gonna get this makers. I'll be right back.
What's up with your guns? Talking about that past life regression therapy. Whenever you ready, tell us about your experience. Cause I don't think I'm ready for that shit. I don't want nobody tapping in. I wonder if that dude Edgar Casey I was talking about was doing that past life regression shit. We don't know. Have no idea. Talking about the whole. You got a whole bottle.
You said what?
Got the whole bottle.
The whole joint.
Yeah, man.
So do you think that AI do you think that the AI is concerned about
The fight?
the
The resistance?
no, do you think that they're concerned about anything else outside of us? Do you think that they are concerned about outside Earth, like the stars? When does artificial, okay, we've conquered them, now we got to conquer the rest? You see what I'm saying? Because like you said,
Mm-hmm.
it never ends.
Mm-hmm.
If it never ends, if you create something that does not know how to shut off, or not, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't know how to stop. That's why the movie Terminator was just so dope, because it's like there's no end to this. It's never going to end. But like, do you think that they're like, would get to the point where it's like, all right, we got the humans, we've taken over Earth, and now we got to move on to the stars, because that's big.
What if they came from that? Like the whole, like, how they shoot down sometimes, like in all these movies. Like, what if they came from the stars or the ether or outside source? Like, that whole introduction to our AI is them coming from that outside source of the stars. Maybe we just have a different concept of what actually the stars are, or space, or ether, all that shit. It's like,
right? I can agree with that.
A void of energy, and anything come out that shit.
I can agree with that, because even like and we put everything into symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just because we don't really understand what it is that we're looking at, we do that all the time. I saw I saw a post the other day, and I was like, yeah, that's about right. It was showing the Last Supper picture, and how Jesus was sitting in the middle, and he's the Son of God, and on his left he had 6 disciples, and on his right he had his 6 disciples, and so 12 disciples, 12 months of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and like the way it was like strategically like laid out, and it's just like, yo, this is like, it's just the way it's just like the way we symbolize everything because we just don't understand, and it's okay not to understand. I don't be understanding a lot of shit. I just be like, oh man, I don't know. You know, I go do
But
research.
what if a certain group of people do understand and the information is not being trickled down to us?
That's called being that's unfortunate. That's just, it's very unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? If that person is in a position to help other people or help a mass amount of people, and they don't want to share that information, I guess that's how our, you know what I'm saying. I can't do nothing to change that.
Hmm.
But I only thing I can do is control. Okay, I don't have that information, but what am I going to do with the information that I do have? And that's why, like, I feel like the platforms that we have that we use like this.
Because
Um,
obviously, like, you know what I'm saying, people, I mean, they, you know, like the whole Library of Alexandria and shit like that. You burned information down, or the
right.
Rockefellers like changed the whole school curriculum in the United States. They changed that shit. So people deliberately fuck with information for a reason. So
And they got most people and this whole trendy the way things work, the trend wave. Like, you could like put it like this: you could say some dumb shit. Like, somebody could say some dumb shit that who's like an influencer, but then like follow it up as if it's like some on some woke shit.
mhm.
And then other motherfuckers will start tweeting it and shit like that. It don't even realize what they tweeting. Like, yo, that don't make no sense. But you did it because it's as what other people are doing.
Mm.
That's where we're at right now. Where misinformation gets distributed as actual information through people.
It's dangerous.
I mean, god damn. It's I don't know, Reds. No, I don't know, yo, because it's like, damn, cuz, like, but like I said, man, they be showing you in these movies, they be showing you on the news, they be showing you what they in what it is they wear, they be showing you in all these. They give you, little breadcrumbs, little Easter eggs that they leave for. It's like, all right, if you motherfuckers catch on to this shit, you catch on.
Mm.
But we done fucked y'all up so much to the point where, even when you see the, even when you see the truth, you won't run from it.
Mm.
You literally gonna run in the opposite direction when you know what we doing. You know, and goddamn, it's bad, yo.
Ugly asses. But yeah. Oh, we can hang it up here. Hour 24 minutes, overtime 65. We kind of previewed the whole Ghislaine Maxwell first 5 days of trial. We didn't really get deep into it. I can go deep into it next time.
Yeah, next week
Next
is
time
huge.
we're gonna go deep into it. The whole background, the Epstein ties, he being CIA, her being CIA, her father being Mossad, Israeli intelligence, all that shit. Yeah, the trial's gonna probably take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then you probably still gonna be blown about the outcome. But hey, it is what it is. It is
Right.
what it fucking is. But yeah, over at the overtime at Fireroom TV, going to
OT baby.
send us some recommendations about what the fuck y'all want to talk about. Because goddamn, obviously you can see every goddamn conspiracy is connected. intertwined, all that shit.
All of it.
And some of the shit could be a psyop. So we gotta use our discernment
Yeah,
to
be careful, yo.
to weave through this shit.
My bad.
Goddamn, what's that? Just Blaze? But yeah. We gonna catch y'all on the flip.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose going crazy.
Okay. But peace, y'all.
Ayo.